Hello everybody, I'm here for some reason because Zach is a real baby. He's like, hello everybody, I'm here for some reason.
Now I can hear my own voice, but man, I wanna live stream. Alex, kids.
I'm a busy man, I've got things to do. But here we are anyway, playing Alex Kidd in Miracle World. So this is a remake of a game from 1986. It was a Sega Master System game. It's I call it the Dark Souls of 1986, and the reason for that effectively is because it is really difficult. I mean, crazy hard. I'm going to jump in the old YouTube recording in case Zach is still here and actually wants to join me, but he doesn't have to because I assume he should be working. Who knows? Yeah, so hello everybody. How are we doing today? Well, I hope. Right, let's do a... I don't know what load game would do because I've already completed this game. Yes, that's the end of the game. We don't want that. Back to the main menu. New game. A long time ago on the planet Ares, something like that. A young man trained day and night to master the shell-core martial arts discipline. That was racist. Alex was not aware, but at the time, the Redaxian region was under threat from Jankin the Great and his minions. I can't do an impression of a minion, but insert your own joke there. And this is where this incredible story begins. Well, that's fine for today. Good raw! I think it's time to go home. I hope that Master Nurai has made something delicious to eat. Yes, indeed. And then here we are. So this is Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. It's a HD remaster of the original. And it's weird because it's very similar to the original. Like, your muscle memory works. Your muscle memory works, like the layouts of the levels are exactly the same. It just looks nice. The audio's been redone. The music is fantastic. So it's a real good combination of like nostalgia and just like a modern refresh on a classic, really. The reason why I'm being a bit of a kleptomaniac and collecting all of the money is because you need to spend it in the shop for power-ups later. It's very unforgiving, like you don't have any it's not like Mario or Sonic where you can lose your rings or you can like get a mushroom power up and then shrink and grow or whatever. That's what she said. You hit an enemy, you die basically. You get 3 lives, although I turned lives off for this live stream just because I don't need the stress of that right now, but generally you only get 3 lives. Damn it! These things are impossible to avoid. Ugh. So yeah, you only get 3 lives. If you lose all 3 lives, that's it, you're done. Back to the beginning for you. You can collect more lives as you go, but they're very rare. The level design... This is the first level, so this is straightforward and easy. He says, on his 3rd death of the game. Oh, I have got deaths turned on. Lovely. Back to the beginning we go. Let's try again, shall we? Yeah, but yeah, it's the further you get into this, the harder it goes. Like, it's very hard. The ring is a power-up that I can use to shoot projectiles. I would normally keep it for later, but I'll just show you how it works. Oh wow, come on! Hello, Zach. I see you've switched to the GameFront account. You're very funny. Oh no, that isn't Zach. He's trolling me. Oh no, why have I engaged the ghost? I really hate the fact that whenever I'm on stream, things go wrong. This is crazy. I've completed this game, and I completed this game at great peril. Well, either James or Morgan is trolling me. Or Mikey is an outside bet. But why? What's wrong with me? Right, let's just skip on a bit. I'm sick of this section now. So I should be collecting money really to spend in the shop later, but whatever. Be careful, Jenkins' army is very powerful. Who is Jenkins? Well, we'll find out later in the story, I guess. Ooh. Exactly, Phil. I'm trying to perform, quote unquote, while also playing video games. It's harder than it looks, you know. Avoid the fish. So, has anyone in the chat ever actually played the original Alex Kidd or played the remake? Ah, crap. The level designs are identical, Flipside, yeah. It's quite cool because there's actually some new levels as well, which are sort of intertwined with the originals. But whenever you play in an original level, it's identical to the original. So, this was the very first video game I ever played as a kid. Like, it was the very first one I ever played. So, it's kind of nice this game exists, really, because it's a bit of a full circle thing for me. In Europe, this game was built into the Sega Master System, so if you owned the Sega Master System, at least one of the earlier releases of it, you got this game for free. It was just built into the console. And a lot of people didn't even realize they had it, like they just found out when they turned the console on and forgot to put a cartridge in. And this popped up, and yeah, it's a nice thing. It's got a lot of nostalgia attached to it. Again, if you're in America, the Master System wasn't really a thing, so you probably don't really remember it. But certainly if you're European and you had a Sega, then you remember this game. Yeah, I mean, this has got a very... This was Sega's mascot before Sonic the Hedgehog, right? So it's got a very cutesy kind of trying to compete with Mario kind of feel to it. I don't think the character is as strong as Mario, like, you know, Alex Kidd, right? He's got big jug ears and whatever, like, it's a weird character. But despite sort of looking very Mario-esque, it's not Mario. It's so much harder than Mario. Like... It's weird, like it's almost positioned at kids, but then you really... I don't know how I completed this as a kid. I have no idea how I did it. I have no idea how I did it. And I think the reason why it probably wasn't as popular as Mario is, one, like I say, weaker character, but two, like, it's hard. It's really hard. Like, it's not accessible at all. It's hard in that kind of really cheap way sometimes as well. Like, it's hard because artificial difficulty, like, will just make the level design trash just to make the game last longer, I guess. It's got that element about it. Certainly later on in the game. Pro tip, don't hit any question mark box after you've hit the first one in the level, because the first one will give you that power-up ring. The second time you hit it, you'll get a ghost. The third time you hit it, you'll get a 1-up. So if you hit it the second time or you die... No, if you hit it the second time and then die, do it for the third time, because then you'll get a 1-up. But basically, if you, those purple question mark boxes, you hit them once you're done. Pro tip for you there. I agree, though. I'm not to underestimate Mario at all. Flip side here, I agree. Mario is not easy. But we're on a different level of stupidity with Alex Kidd, frankly. Certainly in the later levels. This is why I was getting all klepto, because we need to go to the shop now. To buy our bicycle. Don't need the ring, because we've got one. We'll buy the mystery package. Thank you, shopkeep. Here's a cool fact. You can just press the right trigger at any time, and you get the original graphics back. Which is nice. So yeah, I quite like the fact that you can just flip between classic and modern on the fly. Quite a lot of games do that. HD remasters have got that feature, and it's really cool. Oops. So here's the weird premise of Alex Kidd in Miracle World. The bosses don't attack you, generally speaking, although they do later in the game. The bosses just have this weird obsession with the Japanese game Jankenpon, or rock, paper, scissors as it's known in the West, and effectively, we're just playing some rock, paper, scissors. This guy's got a rock head. And that tells me that I should probably play paper. But I was wrong. He picked scissors. What can you do? I will switch the graphics level up. I will do that. Hey. So back in the day, and I don't know if this actually still works for this boss, you would just wait for the last second and then choose to the opposite what you picked. So I picked scissors, so he's going to pick rock. So I'm then going to last minute flip to paper. Hope he then picks rock. See? Up there for thinking, down there for dancing, boys and girls. That's how that works. Interesting fact, in the Japanese version, the food item that you collect at the end of the level was like a Japanese rice ball. In the Western release, it was a hamburger. In the settings, you can choose which food item you want. And here's the really good bit. I don't know if I can see it from here. Yeah, there we go. So you got hamburger, which is what it was in Europe and America. That is the rice ball thing, I think, which is what it is in Japanese. I won't pretend to pronounce that. Spanish omelette is in there now for some reason, in case you want to eat a Spanish omelette. But fish and chips, the British are represented with the old fish and chips now, which is a fantastic addition. So let's have fish and chips on. Oh, shouldn't have let the ghost out. Run away, run away, run away. Oh, I've backed myself into a bad corner there. Fantastic. Anyway. So in theory though, now I've done that, when I next hit this box as a 1-up, there you go. So really, whenever you trigger the ghost, if the ghost kills you, you kind of get a free pass, because you can just then go back and get the 1-up from triggering the ghost. It's a bit weird. Here's another pro tip for you. There's a secret little route here, which is that's not how you do that. Unigari, that makes sense. Thank you, whoever's on the GameFront account. Morgan, I assume. If I pronounced that correctly. Yeah, so basically if you... No. Oh, I'm going to show you the secret. I'm going to show everybody the secret. If it's the last thing I do. Get yourself into position. So basically, if you whittle away his, what would we call them, tentacles, his tentacle. If we whittle away his tentacle, then eventually we can attack the main body. And once you've done that, you can then hold down on top of his basket and you get into this secret piece of level. So there you go. Some pro Alex Kidd tips for you. Here's another Easter egg. Do you see this little block here with the with that face on it? That's from Sonic 1 Labyrinth Zone, and I think that's been put in there just for the sake of the remaster, just as a little nod to Sonic the Hedgehog there. A little tile from Labyrinth. How exciting! See, I'm in my element with this stuff. Sega platformers. Just fanboying out all over the place. Look at this. These big slack-jaw fishes are like, nope, you may not pass. I'm not going to attack them. Sometimes in Alex Kidd it's better just to pick your battles. Secret Island is just, yeah, so this is just a secret place you can come to get a shitload of cash, really, which is great. But yeah, in Alex Kidd, pick your battles, right? So sometimes it's better to just not get involved with an enemy and just try and skip around him, and that's fine. There's no reason to kill every enemy. These days people know what they want, so you don't have to change them to hamburgers anymore. Yeah. It's nice that you can choose which one you want, really. It's a nice little attention to detail. We're rich, boys, we're rich! Ooh. Oh, no, I didn't get away with that. Ah, why did I jump back off? What an absolute moron. Do you want to know the fun part? Because I died. I'm not going back to the beginning of Secret Island, I don't think. Oh no, I am going back to the beginning of Secret Island. That's good. I thought he was going to send me right back to the beginning of the water level with the fish and stuff. And the octopus. That would have been depressing. In the original for the Master System, you went back to the beginning of the game. There was no back to the beginning of the level business. It was harsh. So really this game is easy mode, but it's still quite difficult. I would have liked an option to be like 3 deaths and you're back to the beginning. That would have been nice to have in there. I screwed myself over there. Just because I feel like, you know, I mean, yeah, 3 lives and you complete, you know, right back to the beginning of the game is a bit extreme. But I think it would have been nice to have it as an option just for the extremist gamer, the pure gamers amongst us who want to relive the original experience. I don't know how you get that one up, you know, it's crazy. There are troll items in this game, I think, where it's just like you'll never be able to actually pick them up, especially in the last level. There's tons of items you just cannot get to, and they've just been put there to annoy the player, I think. Adding dropped frames as an option in Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah, I mean, that's a fun idea. I wonder if there's a mod to do that. I mean, technically you could just load it up on a really bad computer, right? So Zach, maybe we should just play it on your computer and then we'll be okay. I don't know. This game is twitchy. Like, it's very, you have to be very precise on your landings. Like, it doesn't forgive you at all in terms of hitbox and stuff. Again, this is very early on in the game, so it's not too bad at the moment, but when you get later into the game, it gets a bit crazy. Master, are you alright? I don't know why Alex Kidd suddenly sounds like he's smoking 40 a day, but Alex, difficult times are coming. It's time for you to know the truth. Your truth. An evil man from the kingdom of Redaxian traveled to this island and brought with him a small child. I knew immediately who it was when I saw the medallion hanging from the child's neck. Alex, you are that child. You are Alex Kidd, the heir to the throne of Redaxian. It's time for you to face your destiny. I've prepared the petticopter for you to leave immediately. The petticopter is a fantastic invention. It's a pedal-powered helicopter. I would love one of these. Like, as a kid, I wanted a pedal-powered helicopter, and I just couldn't understand why such a thing couldn't exist. Damn it! I've blown my helicopter up already. The petticopter is a prototype. It's very, very finicky. You even think about touching another object with it, and it will just explode immediately. You know, a few design kinks to work out on the old petticopter. But, you know, as an invention, though, you know, entirely pedal-powered helicopter, it's just that... Oh, come on, I killed that guy. Why did I die? But yeah, I mean, you know, a pedal-powered helicopter, environmentally friendly. You know, fly as long as you want, as long as you've got the strength. I mean, I think it's the future. Welcome! Buy the things you need. I need a new petticopter. Can I afford one of those? I can. Thank you very much. Let's have some power-ups to use later. We don't have enough for a one-up, but whatever. We're playing on easy mode, so let's not waste our money. It's petticopter time again. Oh yeah, the petticopter shoots missiles, so that's always handy. Elon Musk, get on this. I mean, you know, get the patent and get it made. Oh yeah, people wanted to see classic mode, didn't they? Sorry. Let's remember to flip between them. So this is almost exactly as I remember it as a kid. It's in widescreen. Well, apart from that, it's pretty much identical, actually. Gameplay is spot on, physics is spot on. Like, it's. Oh, why did you walk into the flaming fire? That looks a bit like Elmo from Sesame Street. Sesame Street. Muppets, whichever one. I think it's built in Unity though, so yeah, they've done a really good job in making it feel almost exactly like the original. Oh, it's time to deal with this random ball. I don't actually understand why this is in the game. It's just, here's a ball that you have to pacify now for some reason. Just so you know what it looks like in nice graphics mode, but yeah. Why that exists in the game, I don't know. It was close. Thanks for saving me, boy. These ears, blessed eyes. Are you Prince Alex? The people thought you were dead, but now you're here. Jankin the Great has taken the castle, and your brother Urkel has been imprisoned. You must save him as soon as possible. Long live Prince Alex. Yeah, the ball was in the original, that's true. I don't quite remember if it did work differently, but... It was a bit of a weird thing playing through this, because it felt very familiar but new at the same time, and whenever like something was slightly different, or like when you get to some of the new levels and stuff, it's it throws you a little bit. if you had that memory of the original. Tell you what, every time I die, I'll switch graphics mode so you can get a feel for every level in both retro and modern graphics. I will say one thing actually, it's easier to play when you've got it in graphics, in the traditional graphics. I think just because there's less going on the screen, so it's easier to kind of focus. Certainly for me anyway. I find with the modern graphics mode it's very pretty, but it is weirdly enough harder to play. I feel like this question mark box is going to be a trap. No, it's not. It's a ring. Nice. Yeah, I like Alex's expressions as well. They've done a nice job, to be honest. I don't think modern Alex looks quite like how I would have imagined him as a kid. Weirdly enough. But he looks fine. Yeah, the art style of the modern one is possibly not what I would have done if well, not that I'm talented enough, but like if I was the one doing a remake of this game, I might have gone in a slightly different direction with it, but I like it. I think it's nice. It just, you know, like the soundtrack is all very acoustic guitar and stuff like that. It's nice. I maybe would have stuck with the more like chiptune kind of vibe maybe, but that's just me personally. But the music is really good, the presentation's really nice. It's yeah, it's a good piece of work, honestly. That's going to be a ghost. Of course it is. Good boy. But now it's a one-up, so no harm, no foul, as they say. I feel like this is one of the new levels, because maybe this wasn't the original, actually. It kind of rings a bell, but there's a lot of original music, though. The original just had like the same 3 tracks, just kind of reused over and over, whereas those 3 tracks are in the game for the first couple of levels, but then it kind of goes off on its own direction in terms of music, which I quite like as well. Adds a bit of variety to it. Yeah, I agree. Maybe it should have gone for a more Japanese sort of anime kind of aesthetic. It feels a bit westernized, which makes sense because it was made by a European team. I'm pretty sure Alex Kidd was based on an anime. Or there was an Alex Kidd anime. I might be talking out of my rear side there, but pretty sure it was. I don't know if it was an Alex Kidd anime, but I think it was inspired by an anime, which was similar, if that makes sense. I'll have to Google this now because I need to fact check my own nonsense. Alex Kidd anime. Alex Kidd's Cartoon Show is an anime/cartoon show that aired on Nippon TV in Japan and CBS on the CBS Kids TV Saturday morning block. And it ran from November the 1st, 1986 to the 23rd of May, 1991. The animation was made by Toho Animation. The English dub was done by Saban and Deke, the folks behind the now infamous Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and that Legend of Zelda cartoon that everybody enjoys. Well, excuse me, princess! Or whatever it was. Anyway, there you go. So it was a thing. I knew I wasn't making it up. Yeah, 1986. It's probably. I feel like this was probably heavily inspired by something or another. It's got like a really complicated lore and story to it, which it didn't need really. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And the other funny thing about Alex Kidd games is this was the original one, and. Oh yeah, definitely the game came before the anime. But yeah, this was the original Alex Kidd game. Every other Alex Kidd game after it, except for the last one, has nothing to do with... Like, they just took games that were in development and said, can we make this an Alex Kidd game? So like, there's one where he's a shinobi. For some reason, there's like one where he's like in a puzzle game. Like there's one... Like, it's bizarre. The Alex Kidd franchise, if you can call it that, is eclectic, to say the least. But I think this original game, Miracle World, is considered the definitive... Why are you setting the ghost off, Danny? Stop. Behave yourself. No. That's how you get tilted in a video game. You can't hit the ghosts, you can't defeat the ghosts. The only thing you can do is run away from them, but they will always find you. They just rubber band into your character. It's, honestly, if you trigger a ghost, it's awful. It's the worst. It's the stupid thing. For fuck's sake, why have I... Apologies for the language. Actually, we swear all the time. Why am I apologising for the language? What I should apologise for is my terrible gameplay. Classic mode time. It's weird, but for whatever reason, when you're in classic mode, it just feels a lot easier. And the only thing I can put it down to is because there's no difference in physics or gameplay. Like, you're in exactly the same place, the items are in exactly the same place. I think it's either going to come down to, it might be a hitbox thing. So like the artwork looks a bit more substantial, and therefore you get a better impression of what your hitbox actually is when you're in classic graphics mode, is one theory. And my other theory is just simply the fact that there's less going on, so it's more simple and you understand what you're doing a bit better. That's all I can think of. That was a risky move. Bye-bye! Yeah, certainly on my first playthrough, whenever I was having a bad time, I would just switch to classic graphics, just for the sake of my own sanity. It's actually quite nice from the point of view as well that if you've been stuck on a section for a while and it's getting you down a bit, it's refreshing just to have a bit of a change of graphics and stuff. Just makes it feel a bit fresh, so you just have that impetus to carry on. Because it's very easy to get yourself into a rage quit situation with this game, frankly. Right, let's not hit the ghost. There we go. Good job. Good job. Go away. There we go. I'm just gonna... Oh, why didn't you punch? Gosh darn it! Right, we're gonna do it this time, boys and girls. I need to stop being a money launderer and just get through the level, I think. You know, I agree, this, like, for a Master System game, this is pretty good. Like, the Master System was not a powerful machine, really, at all. And they did some really impressive ports of Sonic for the Master System. I've just screwed myself there, because how am I now going to hit that block and get back and... Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, you can screw yourself over so quickly in this. Why did you make me play this, Zach? Why did you do this? Yeah, there was some impressive like Sonic the Hedgehog games for the Master System, which were like insanely good for the hardware, but outside of that, Alex Kidd, yeah, like really impressive for the hardware, I think. Like, video games back then were more creative because you were, like, I don't know how best to describe it, but it's almost like limitations sort of forces you to be creative. So, like, some of the stuff people would do, and I always say go check out Coding Secrets, which is a channel run by the guy who used to run and founded Traveller's Tales. And he talked a lot about tricks that developers used to do to make like shiny graphical effects and stuff in games, which the hardware just wasn't designed to do. But they would find like creative methods of like doing things and pushing the envelope just because the hardware forced them to. These days, like, computers have just got so much memory and raw power that coders probably are a bit lazy. Like, they will just take the easy route because, you know, whatever, we've got the power to do that now. But yeah, gosh darn it, I didn't expect that. Right, Mr. Scissorsman, what's your next gambit? I'm gonna go with paper. This is probably a risk because he's a scissorhead. And oh, that works. Nice. Let's go with a rock. Okay. I'm gonna go with scissors and hope for the best. Damn it! The Janken game's a best of 3. If you die, you die. I think he does the same pattern though, so I should be able to remember what he did. So he did paper first, I think, which was surprising. So we want to kick off with scissors, I think. And then I think we did paper the second time around, and paper worked. Nice. A nice clean kill there. I'll have my cone of fish and chips, please. What can we buy from the shop with our 470 yen? We can buy the motorbike. The cane is useful. That's a new feature that allows you to fly. That actually might be a better choice. I think I want that for the boss we're about to face, and then I actually have enough left over for the bike. So fun times to be had by all there. Eee, by gum! I knew that'd happen. That's okay. Pay attention. All the things I just bought, plus all the money. Have fun with that, boys and girls. I should have just used the flying stick and just flew over all these spikes and things. This jungle level was always my favourite back in the day. I don't know why. I don't know why. There's a very specific way this game wants you to play this, to be honest. So just charging through on a bike probably isn't the best strategy anyway, but it does work if you've got the reflexes for it. Like, that wasn't the way I should have done that, I don't think. So now I'm very much in trouble. You have to hit the top block and then go over the top and things of that nature. So you got to get your run up. Like, yeah, it's a funny one, this game. It's full of this kind of artificial difficulties. Oh, and by the way, he's skating on ice. Like, the guy is slidey. Like, he's turned up here today in his dance shoes, and that's not ideal really for precision platforming. Well, that isn't a knock on the developers of this. That's how it was in the original. So they have faithfully replicated the gameplay of the original. It's just the gameplay of the original was kind of crap, if we're being honest with ourselves. Maybe crap's the wrong word, but unfairly difficult. Because like, there's no once you've killed that second block up, that's it. You can't get out of that situation really, as far as I can tell. I was up there then and I slid back off because I was overcompensating. Yes, very funny, Dangerous, very funny. Very droll. God damn monkey thing with the leaf. This level is where this game starts to get a bit sadistic though, honestly. Oh! Goodbye! Like, things are way more obscured with the modern graphics on. You've got like a mist or a fog there. Which kind of makes it a little bit harder to see what you're doing, really. It's twitchy as anything as well. There's no way out of it. It's just, mistakes were made. Like that tree in the foreground. Hello? I don't think so. Thank you very much. That's kind of that's a bit nonsense, to be honest. Don't mind a bit of foreground detail, but that thing was right in your face. There we go. That was better. Still died once, but might work my way through to this box because I think it'll give me the power ring. Nice. That will come in handy. Aha! You fell!
Well, it was easier than I expected. If you want to save your life, give us everything you have.
No, I'm not going to give you anything.
Haha! You would prefer to fight against me?
I would indeed. Wait for him to take a slice at you. Go, go, go. No, that was not the right... No, I need to wait for him before he takes the swipe at you. I remember how this works. I also forgot that I had the power ring that I just acquired. So it was also kind of pointless. Wait for him to... There we go. Go, go, go. Yeah, da 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 da. See the little things he's throwing out of the tree? You've got to avoid those as well. It's crazy. And now we've got to do the whole level again. There's 9 people watching, so I feel like I should carry on, even though this impromptu live stream has already cost me an hour of the day. There are big things happening at GameFront HQ. I can't talk about them yet, but hopefully in a mere matter of days I will be able to reveal all. And that's probably another reason I shouldn't be on the air right now, to avoid talking about things I shouldn't talk about. But let's get the hype train in full motion, shall we? Actually, it's probably not that exciting, but whatever. Goodbye! Yeah, I'm going to play Classic because that foreground branch is redonkulous. Like, it's crazy that last there. Blah, 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 blah. I think much like with a Dark Souls boss, it's a slow and steady wins the race kind of vibe with this. There he goes. Bye-bye. Slamming through this game quite quickly. Where are we now? We're at the river. Ah, yes. I don't remember there being a boat in the original. I might be wrong. But I feel like this is one of the new additions. I only really remember the bike and the old pettycopter. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that was a ghost. What a moron. Right. I'll play until the hour. We've been on for 55 minutes. Because I don't know how much people actually want to see Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I might play it again if people like this, but yeah, we'll be here all day if I try to complete it. It took me like probably a good week and a half to complete it last time. When I played it maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, whatever it was, when it first came out. But the majority of that time was probably spent on like the last 4 or 5 levels. Like the castle and stuff. Like, oh my lordy lord, those levels are hard. Like, even now, this is still technically easy mode for this game. I just felt a bit suicidal there. see what I mean about it being slightly easier in classic graphics mode though? Like, you can see where the projectiles are going to go easier. Like, you've got a way better idea of how the hitbox works. It stops you from making quite as bad decisions. Like, classic graphics mode is easier, frankly. Eh, he says as he just lands on the tail of a scorpion for no apparent reason. But, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, although would have been nice. I think probably a side effect of having like the flip between classic and modern graphics is the fact that in modern graphics the hitbox is going to be slightly like imprecise, and that's just how that has to be. There must be a way to. There we go. This one up feels like a trap. But let's try it anyway. Oh, it's not too bad actually. That was a nice free easy one for us there. If only they did Dark Souls in 8-bit graphics, that would be an exciting thing. Can we afford a petticopter? We can afford a petticopter. Exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some pedal-powered aircraft action. Oh, I forgot about the thunderclouds in this one. Yeah, it's also worth noting the petticopter is doesn't do well with harsh weather conditions either. So yeah, don't touch anything with it, and don't get yourself into a thunderstorm because it will just spontaneously combust. You can hit the thunderclouds. Nice. Oh, I've got to self-destruct my own petticopter just to get to the boss. It's the large hand of paper. Stepped on any of my precious flowers? Flowers? Enough talk. I'm Parplin, the very first commander and right hand of the new king of Redaxian, Janken the Great. I'll crush you like a fly. The best of 3. Let's go then. I'm going to opt for some scissors action here, if you pardon the term. Again, bang! Oops, it was a draw. Alright then, I'm going to opt for some rock action. And hope that he goes scissors again. He didn't. Why does he sound like the old man? Because I have a small number of voices in my my improv repertoire. I'm afraid I am not the real James Heaney. Right, I'm going to go with rock. No, I should go with scissors. I hope that was the right decision. Now I'm going to go... What the hell? If he goes between scissors, I'm gonna go with paper again. I'm gonna go with paper again because he's not gonna pick paper for a third time, surely. God damn it. Right, I think that's enough for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning into this extra bonus live stream. I think Morgan is going to still be here for the rest of the week with his Scarlet Nexus stuff. We've got coming out literally right after this video on YouTube, just to keep the party going. We've got Dark Souls 3, Resident Evil 5 tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll see what the weekend brings with me and Zach. Might do some more live streams, might do The Forest, might do It Takes Two. Who knows? We like to play it fast and loose here at GameFront. But yeah, keep it locked, boys and girls. Stay fresh. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Goodbye. God bless, etc.